Hello, I'm Joe Walensky, and I'm the program manager for Seattle's annual User Experience Conference. So our sixth annual event is coming up. We call it ConveyUX, and that'll be February 27, February 28, and March 1, right here in Seattle. We're looking forward to that, and I get a chance to speak with our many great presenters that will be at the event. Today I'm speaking with two of our workshop leaders from Microsoft. That's Stephen McMurray and also Shane Landry. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, Joe.
Doing great, thanks.
Well, I thought we could just start by each of you talking a little bit about your background and types of things that you're involved with at Microsoft. So why don't we start with you, Stephen?
Yeah, definitely. So my name's Stephen McMurray. I am a product manager on the extensibility team for Cortana. My main focus is on the Cortana Skills Kit in particular, where we focus on extending the abilities of what Cortana can do. So mostly focused on a developer platform that enables engineers and development teams to create experiences for Cortana that use primarily voice and text interactions with a digital personal assistant.
Well, great. And why don't we jump over to Shane?
Hi, I'm Shane Landry. I'm a principal designer at Microsoft. I'm one of the founding designers of Cortana and have been working on it for almost 6 years now. So my focus at Microsoft is really to take and enable personal assistance and natural language interaction, particularly around voice. And then additionally, one of the big responsibilities I have and that I work with across the team is to really find a merger of where software and hardware meet. And so a big part of that is really we need to map these experiences to where humans are, the situations they're in, and the devices and interactions that make the most sense for them. So a big part of what we will be sharing is what we've learned from really mapping that.
Well, you're going to be doing one of our half-day workshops, and those take place on Tuesday, February 27 for 3.5 hours. And your topic is entitled Designing for Voice and Conversational UX with Cortana. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about that and maybe start with Stephen.
Yeah, sure. So Microsoft Cortana is a digital personal assistant, and we're really focused on a personal assistant that can help people become more productive. So we like to say that Cortana is everywhere. She's in 140 million PCs, she's on mobile apps, and we even have a standalone speaker. And the way to design for it is really designed for natural language input. So you can speak to Cortana naturally, and she can help you accomplish a number of different tasks based on exactly what you tell her to do. So we have a whole development platform that will walk through how to design for those, or how to create experiences for those different contextual users, whether they're sitting at home on their computer, whether they're sitting at work, whether they're using a standalone speaker. So all those different experiences we'll take in mind and show you how to use our tools for.
All right, well, let's switch over to Shane and let's know what you have to add on to that.
Awesome. So really growing from what Stephen mentioned about the platform, the work, and the core product that we're really delivering with Cortana to millions of PC users, mobile users, speaker users, and working really across a lot of different devices and endpoints is we are looking at this session being an opportunity to not only teach the core things that we've learned, to really arm folks about how they can understand voice interaction, how they can apply it in the different work streams and projects they have, and then to do a whole series of hands-on experiences and experiments to really learn and get a visceral reaction, sort of some get some more instinct around exactly what type of interactions work well, and where we have opportunity to really leverage the platform that Microsoft is delivering. And so we're excited to share these learnings. Most of them haven't been shared publicly. And on top of that, to be able to really give hands-on time for others to learn from each other and to take the things that we share and apply them.
Well, another question I just thought I'd pose is just related to our increasing reliance and interest in voice as designers, but also as participants in today's always online community. I was wondering if you had any thoughts related to where you think voice interaction is going, and any other thoughts that you have about the technology or the processes that we're starting to engage in as active consumers of this technology.
Definitely, I'm going to hop in. I think one of the key pieces that's really starting to change the science and technology is the idea that we need to map this after how humans behave. Conversation is one of the key ways that humans interact with each other. And if we can follow the models and patterns that humans use when interacting with each other, we can actually build better systems. We can build better experiences. So much of this has been about kind of how do you get the peanut butter spread to as many corners of the cracker as possible, which makes it a much less personal experience. It makes a much less relevant experience unless you're just trying to be part of everything. And so what's great about the technology that we're building, and the technology a lot of our competitors are building, is really trying to figure out how we use the core capabilities of voice, giving something away here, but this idea that your voice only does three things. It helps you traverse places, it helps you transform things that are in focus, and it helps you capture your ideas. And if we put those together, really the bets that each of these transformative technologies are making and what the platforms we're trying to deliver should allow for us to be much easier to adopt for users, whether they be young and learning how to read, whether they be older and maybe scared of technology, or in just a situation where their hands are full. It is an increasingly popular place, but it's also one of those where, as a UX space, it isn't the end-all be-all. There's no way any of us can sort of create everything we need to create in our day just with our voice. It would be really painful if the only mouse you had was your voice. But at the same time, knowing what its strengths are and what other strengths are and how to pair them together, I think that's a place where we can do really unique things. And the trends we're starting to see amongst usage, particularly people using smart speakers starting to decrease use of mobile devices for the things that they can do more quickly on a speaker or asking, it's pretty cool. And there's probably a saturation level, but at the same time, it's been a pretty ignored modality in technology for some time, at least at quality. And so it's a great day for designers and for creators to really look at what we can do and where we can drive it forward.
And Stephen, are there any things from the types of things that you're involved in that maybe have you thinking about certain things, have certain perspectives related to voice, either for designers or consumers in general?
Yeah, I think Shane kind of nailed the answer there for a lot of it. But I think the main thing kind of what we're focused on too is really empowering developers and designers to have a platform that they can use to gain a lot of contextual information about the user and about personal knowledge about the user, so that really people talk to a speaker or talk to their phone or their computer or whatever to get a task done. In order to get a task done effectively, they have to know a lot about the user and a lot about the context of where they're at and what they're doing. So I think a big part of that is giving users or giving developers and designers a platform to know about those things and know how the user is interacting with the machine, so that Cortana can serve them better. Any digital assistant can serve them much better, given the context that they're at. So I think that's super important, and I think that's sort of where we're headed as a company. I think a lot of our competitors are headed that way too. That's sort of the future of the industry.
Well, thanks for giving us your insights about that, and we look forward to having you involved at the conference coming up very soon at the end of this month, about 3.5 weeks. And thanks for sharing your ideas here, and we'll see you soon.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe. Looking forward to it.
Bye-bye.